It all began about a month and a half ago. In fact, I can pinpoint the exact day with a chilling clarity. It was August 26th, the day just like any other. The sun hung lazily in the sky, casting dappled shadows as I ventured into the new city bike trail, curiosity piqued by the promise of a serene ride. The trail was an unexpected marvel, snaking through the lush forests alongside a babbling brook with arterial paths leading to the neighboring streets. It was idyllic, too. Idyllic for a city known for its sluggish public works projects, yet that was not what struck me as odd initially. My journey took a sinister turn when I took a nasty spill on the trail, skidding along the black rubberized pebbles. I limped home, nursing my scraped knee, unaware that this incident would be the catalyst for my descent into terror. Those insidious pebbles, they clung to me. An unseen residue of misfortune. They infiltrated my clothing, nestled into the crevices of my shoes, and adhered to my skin with a relentless determination. The ride home felt like a macabre invitation to an unholy covenant, as if something on the trail itself had marked me as prey. Weeks passed, an inexplicable phenomenon accelerated, like a sinister symphony composed by an otherworldly maestro. My once tranquil apartment became a chamber of horrors, my bedroom floor serving as a macabre canvas to those sinister pebbles. They defied my every attempt to clean them, to vacuum them away. As if mocking my futile efforts, they multiplied. They were like an infestation, a creepy dread that refused to be eradicated, that threatened to consume my very sanity. The ticking began, an incessant sound that echoed through every room, resonating with a maddening rhythm. At first I dismissed them as a mere quirk of my apartment. A symptom of the building's creaks and groans. But as soon as it became clear that this was no ordinary sound, it was a discordant melody of torment, a haunting cadence that drilled into my very soul, driving me to the brink of madness, counting down to some unfathomable horror that lurked just beyond my understanding. But the ticking persisted, growing louder, more relentless. It took me days to realize that it was something striking the window, something sinister beyond my comprehension. I raced to the windows, desperate to catch a glimpse of this tormentor, but it remained an elusive phantom. Black rubber pebbles began accumulating on the windowsill outside, tangible evidence of an invisible menace. The torment didn't stop at the pebbles and the ticking. My phone became an instrument of terror, with unknown numbers calling incessantly. When I dared to answer, I was greeted by an eerie insect-like chirping, an otherworldly cacophony that sent shivers down my spine. Even when I tried to silence the calls, my phone would glitch as if compelled to torment me. But that wasn't the worst of it. One night, as I lay in bed, paralyzed by fear, the chirping on the other end of the line transformed into a chilling whisper. It was a voice, barely human, oozing malevolence, like a venomous serpent slithering through the receiver. The words it spoke were a dark incantation, a macabre ritual that invoked my name in a way that made my skin crawl. Each syllable hung in the air like a sinister curse, and the tone in which it was uttered sent shivers racing down my spine. The voice hissed, a cold breath of dread that seemed to seep through the phone, chilling my very soul. We're watching. It continued, these words dripping with a perverse satisfaction that made my heart pound with terror. It was as though the speaker reveled in my fear, savoring the torment it inflicted upon me. The room felt suffocating, and the shadows seemed to writhe and dance in response to the malevolent presence on the other end of the line. I clutched my phone, my fingers trembling, as if I could somehow confront this unseen menace through sheer willpower. But there was no escaping this sinister embrace that enveloped me, no refuge from the knowledge that I was being observed by something ancient and malign. Each night thereafter, as I lay in dread, I could sense that the malevolent presence drawing closer, its whisper growing louder, its intentions more insidious, and its sinister hold on my sanity tightening with each passing moment. Desperation drove me to the police, but their indifference only deepened my dread. They dismissed my ordeal as non-threatening, the evidence deemed not actionable. But they weren't living this nightmare. They weren't trapped in a vortex of black pebbles and haunting calls. Now, I've barricaded myself in my apartment, 2 sleepless days, stretching before me like an eternity. Running home from the police station, I was met with an unnerving sight. A trail of black pebbles, meticulously laid out, winding through every room, leading to my bed. It was as if an invisible hand had crafted this sinister route. Fear constricted my chest as I secured the door meticulously, checking for any intruder. Each room I inspected was empty, devoid of any hiding places, yet the trail persisted. Sweeping the pebbles seemed futile. They reappeared in an eerie persistence, defying reason. Now I'm trapped in my bedroom, the crunch of pebbles lurking just beyond the door. I write this with my trembling hands, typing out words on digital paper, glancing up periodically to watch those malevolent black pebbles slip into the room like a relentless tide. My fate seems sealed, and my sanity teeters on the brink of darkness. It defies reason. It feels impossible, but the evidence points to a chilling conclusion. I'm being stalked, hunted by a deranged psychopath. Thanks for checking out this original, longer-form creepypasta. If you need some help falling to sleep, check out one of the meditation videos here. And if you want to listen to another story, check out one of my older videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do if you want some more original horror stories.